Hi everyone, I'm Steve from Seeds of Hope. We're out here today at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church in Hollywood. We're planting all different varieties of garlic from our friends at Peaceful Valley. We were lucky enough to get a donation from them. So today I'm going to be planting some Siberian garlic, which is crazy big garlic cloves, as you can see here. And then we're planting purple Italian as well. Just a beautiful variety, beautiful color. We want to see how each one does in this climate. So that's why we're planting two different varieties in one box. We'll split them up by row, and let's get started. So the first thing you want to do when you're planting garlic, especially in raised beds or in the ground, is to dig a little trench. It's just easier to know where your garlic is, especially when they start sprouting. It's easier to water, especially if you have irrigation, because you know your irrigation is going to drip along this one line. And you'll know that your soil is soft enough for the garlic to grow. You want your soil to be soft so that when the garlic starts to sprout, it can get through pretty easily. Like with all plants, but especially plants that start out under the ground. You don't want to have a really hard soil so that it takes so much energy for that garlic to pop out. So we have our garlic clove here. This is the purple variety from Italy. We want to take the cloves out one at a time, and this is what we're going to plant. You can see it's already sprouting. We want to put that sprout up towards the top of the soil. We want to just cover it with maybe an inch of soil, all right? So super simple, you just take your cloves off individually, like so. And we'll just put them in the soil. Kind of stick them in the soil a little bit so they're sticking straight up. You don't want to have them fall over just on one side or the other. And you want to plant them about 6 inches apart. And so if we zoom in here, you can see what we're doing. It's a pretty simple process. It's similar to if you were planting potatoes or sweet potatoes or turmeric or ginger, any kind of root vegetable. This is along the same lines of how you would do it. So we'll just continue along the row till we get to the end with the Italian variety, and then we'll do our Siberian right next to it, planting every 6 inches. So our garlic is in the ground. We're just going to put the soil on top of it, and we're going to just do it super gingerly with our hands. No implements needed, no shovel, nothing. We don't want to pack the soil because, like we said before, we want to give the garlic as much ability as possible to get through the soil. We don't want to make it super tight or super hard for the garlic to get through it. So just literally put a thin layer on top, spread it out, and then turn your irrigation on or water it. This soil is super wet, so you probably won't even need to water it, but make sure that if you have some dry soil, you do get some water on that garlic, because then it'll start the whole process. So our garlic's in the ground. Just want to thank everyone for watching. Some things to remember about planting garlic: you want to do individual cloves, you want to have the sprout side up, you want to cover it very loosely with soil on top, and you want to water it after you plant it. Thanks again for watching. We'll have another video in a couple months once we are harvesting. From planting to sprouting, once you'll see the little green things coming out of the soil, is about 2 to 4 weeks depending on the weather. And just thanks again to Peaceful Valley for the donation. We couldn't do it without you.